and welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swat with the Sacramento Report, and my guest this segment is Bob Wieckowski, who is a member of the State Assembly from Fremont up in Northern California, just in the greater Bay Area. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Steve.
We are going to talk about an issue that has a Southern California connection, specifically UC Irvine.
Right, well, it's the Roman Reed Spinal Cord Research Fund, and they provide grants to researchers out of the Reeves UC Irvine Research Center.
And this really started, I know, because of an automobile accident in Northern California.
Correct. Roman Reed is a constituent of mine. He was playing community college football and had a spinal cord injury, and 12 years ago they created this Roman Reed Fund, and that was a time when California had funds so they could fund it and get a federal match, and they've done some really good work on regenerative research, but we don't have a cure, as they would say, or success, so we need to continue to fund the project.
Well, I know the project, as you mentioned, started in 2000, and it was refunded by the state just before the bust.
Correct, right, in 2005. And then what happened is that when the state stopped paying funds into the fund, the University of California would pool their funds, and because the research is so promising that they would pull the funds. But unfortunately, now the state budget has reduced the funding for the UC over the past 2 years by $1 billion. So now we're asking motorists who get a traffic violation to pay $1 extra towards the fund and leverage some federal funds out of it. So it's a really win-win proposition.
Now, this was a football player.
Correct.
But a lot of spinal cord injuries, not all of them, but a lot of them do come from automobile accidents. So there is a nexus there, tenuous, but there's a nexus.
Yeah, there's probably around 700,000 people that have spinal cord injuries, and 46% of them, the statistics will show, are direct causation from an automobile accident. And everybody intuitively knows that a lot of spinal cord injuries occur from these horrible traffic accidents. So the research doesn't make that distinction. The research is there to try to find some new techniques and opportunity for people to get some control over their motor skills, whether it's just in their hands or ultimately the complete recontrol of their body with the full recovery.
I know it's only $1 that adds on to a traffic violation, to a fine. The Automobile Club, however, has written a letter in opposition that says, well, originally, these add-ons were supposed to be for driver training, and the fact that more than half of the spinal cord injuries are not caused by traffic accidents places a disproportionate burden on all drivers. How do you respond to that?
Well, I would say all drivers who are breaking the law would be the first thing. And a nexus is you need to have some close. It doesn't have to be 99% of the cost, because otherwise you'd never get anything done. And you have to say, what is the community? What does society want? What does the Greater Los Angeles UC Irvine community wants? Is that you say, we're innovative in California. We like to invest in these biotech and new evolving technologies and research. We've always been the champion of taking our dollars and putting it into research. And this is when we come up with a cure or we come up with a solution with the Roman Reed Research Fund, then people will say, thank God that we had the Reeves UC Irvine Center to help us out on this.
All right. Well, Bob Wieckowski, member of the Assembly from Fremont, Northern California, thanks very much for coming by and talking about this important issue.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
And thanks to our viewers for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. A reminder, you can also see this interview and others on My Government on Demand and YouTube. Have a great day.